Assisted by Rip City Lager.
Rip City, the NBA season is underway. Cheer on your Trailblazers as they battle for top spot in the Western Conference. Stay home, stay safe, and catch the excitement all season long. James serving it up.
The lob for Jones, and he throws it down.
Jones Jr. filling it up.
And Jones with a two-hand slam.
Tune into NBC Sports Northwest, official network of the Portland Trailblazers, or listen to play-by-play action live on Rip City Radio 620. For full season schedule, visit trailblazers.com.
The wake up early, do a little studying, take the dog out, finish that audiobook
until the very end.
Finish that workout, then stop by McDonald's for breakfast and somehow manage to do it all before that 10 a.m. meeting meal. There's a meal for every morning at McDonald's.
Now, buy a sausage McMuffin with egg and get another for $1. Or mix and match other breakfast favorites. Price and participation may vary, cannot be combined with combo meal. Valid for item of equal or lesser value. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Most people get and forget their home insurance until something happens. But your insurance needs to keep up with the changes you make to your home. I'm Jeff Pico from Country Financial, and I just finished remodeling my kitchen. To make sure the updates were protected, I took another look at my home insurance. Have you remodeled a bathroom, added a deck, or made other changes to your home? If so, it's time to check your coverage. Learn more at TakeSimpleSteps.com or contact a local Country representative.
Hi there. It's Les Schwab Tires. Well, more like Les Schwab alignment and brakes and shocks and wheels and tires. Now, some tire places don't offer all that. They only sell tires. And we're not sure how they sleep at night because all those services affect things like steering and stopping. That's why we offer more than tires to help keep you safe. Stop by or book an appointment at leschwab.com. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
The game may be over, but we're just getting started with game highlights, key stats, and much more on the Trailblazers post-game show.
Back here from our Moda Center studios where the Blazers fall to the Rockets to open up their six-game road trip, 104-101. Travis Demers along with Michael Holton and Jay Allen. Michael, let's talk about that last play for a moment. The Blazers were down by 3 with 2.1 seconds left. They had an opportunity. Anthony Simons gets the final shot for the tie, and it did not go. What did you see?
Well, the Rockets really geared their defense to take away the three-point opportunity from Damian Lillard, so Dame back cut without it. And then Anthony Simons got a double screen from Gary Trent Jr. and Rodney Hood, got a catch and was able to get a 3 launch but not knock it down.
Early in this game, the Blazers had a commanding lead. They dominated the first quarter. They led by 15 after 1. They had a 20-point lead early in this game, but they got down by as many as 13, and then they lost Derrick Jones Jr. to an injury. And again, they were playing with a thin roster, but they battled back, took the lead a couple of times in the fourth quarter. It was a very back-and-forth game, right? And both teams had a lot of momentum at different times that changed hands. But what is the story of this game?
Well, the story is that the Blazers built a great 20-point lead in the first half, and they didn't lose the lead because they stopped doing something. They lost the lead because Houston started doing something. They started making shots. Houston was ice cold as the Blazers built that lead. But when Houston's offense woke up, it was a different game.
Yeah, it was. They were, 2 for 16 in the first quarter from 3. And I'll do the math on the fly here really quick. So that means they were 11 of 31 the rest of the way, which, it's a lot better than it was in the first quarter. But, look what they did on the glass as well. The offensive rebound, they had 10 offensive rebounds, including a couple of big ones late in this game.
It wasn't so much what the Rockets did as when they did it. The second and third quarters, they had 36 in the second quarter and 33 in the third. And those 2 quarters really were the difference in this game.
This Rockets team looks very different than the one that we saw a few weeks ago. And, that's going to happen when you have trades and injuries and COVID and things like that. But this Rockets team, they're a tough team, and they've got some very good players, some guys who have all-star potential, have played in all-star games, and they made the plays.
Yeah, and 3 of their 5 starters scored over 20 points. I mean, Christian Wood 22, Victor Oladipo 25, and John Wall 20. And Christian Wood is continuing to be, I think, the surprise of this season. He went for 22 and 12, but he did everything. I mean, he ran the floor and dunked in transition. He rebounded the basketball. He knocked down a three-point shot. I mean, he really put on a display with a variety of skills.
The rest of this road trip coming up, it's not easy. The Bulls on Saturday, who the Blazers lost to earlier this year. The Milwaukee Bucks on Monday. The game against Washington has now been added, the second night of a back-to-back on Tuesday. Then at Philadelphia, who has played terrific this year, and they finish it up on Saturday against the New York Knicks a week from this Saturday. This is a long road trip. It's a difficult road trip.
Well, it's difficult. Road trips are difficult, and long road trips are difficult. But, you know, when you're shorthanded and you're trying to find combinations and you're trying to, you know, find your way. I mean, no C.J. McCollum. I mean, we can start going down the list of who's not available. You got to figure out a strategy and a game plan on how to win with what you have, and I'm sure the Blazers are going to do that.
Don't miss the digital Rip City magazine presented by Moda Health. Check out player features, test your trivia knowledge, see key player matchups, and get to know season ticket holders, staff, and the broadcast team in your Trailblazers app every game day. So, Michael, we look again at this game, and, you know, we obviously know what Damian Lillard can do, but Gary Trent Jr. again was huge tonight. Anthony Simons was very good. Those two guys combined for 37 points. And with the injuries that they have, they're going to need efforts like that from those guys.
Yeah, I mean, you got to get production, right? And as you start to look at where that production can come from, it's great to see Anthony Simons, you know, continuing to score the basketball. You know, you hope that Rodney Hood would step up and have a big game. And, you know, Carmelo Anthony's offense, I think, is going to be needed on this road trip.
Fans have the game day party delivered to you with a McDonald's Big Mac bundle, 2 classic Big Mac sandwiches, 2 medium fries, and a 20-piece chicken McNuggets, all for just $16. McDonald's now delivers. We'll take a timeout. We'll hear from Trailblazers coach Terry Stotts, and we'll get you the game summary as well as the Blazers fall to the Rockets in Houston, 104-101 on the Deschutes Brewery Trailblazers Radio Network.
Right now, 6